Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today we are talking about the Esperia Glaive. 1,000 of these were made available to purchase by players who were able to clear Vanduul Swarm after the GamesCom event. These are now sold out, but anyone that now completes Vanduul Swarm will get an Aggressor badge for the forums and unlock the ability to rent the Glaive for 35,000 rec. Remember, all ships will be available in the verse to purchase or to capture without having to pledge for them. All you need is a starter pack to get into the game. Anyway, the Glaive is a symmetrical version of the Scythe, generally flown by Vanduul with more combat experience. They are better armed, have 2 huge blade wings, look at those blade wings, as opposed to 1 on the standard Scythe. This model is a human reproduction, created by the manufacturer Esperia. So this is a reproduction Scythe, Glaive. It's not a captured one, it is a reproduction. So you can expect a little more integration with human systems, especially when they're finally done, because it's not like bodged OS, it is a OS written for their reproduction. So hopefully we'll get less glitching when the ship's actually finally fully released in the persistent universe. The Scythe is a light fighter, whereas the Glaive is definitely a medium one. If you've played Vanduul Swarm and when you fight the Glaives, you can see how much more tough they are. They are a lot more tough as ships. It's got those 2 lasers on its nose. That's actually, look on the holo table for this. And so it's got those 2 lasers on its nose, just size 1 lasers. The holo table hasn't loaded in properly because it hates me. It's a feature. Where are you? There you are, you little Glaive-mabob. Come here. Come here. No? Appears to be a Constellation Phoenix. So we've got those 2 little size 1 laser cannons here. They're referred to as weak. But, I mean, they're pretty strong. They give you sustained fire. When we're able to switch these out for human weapons, that's going to really see the Scythe and the Glaive come into their own, I think. It needs a bit of human technology chucked onto them. It's also got those 2 large size 5 plasma cannons, 1 on each wing, and 8 size 1 heat-seeking Vanduul missiles, those cool little needle missiles, which I quite like. But anyway, let's have a look at this Glaive. Pull me in. Pull me in. Oh. I believe the chair hasn't appeared, but it's fine. It's a feature. Invisi chair. Right, so I'm not a massive fan of the paint job, but you're about to change that in the verse anyway, in the persistent universe, and I'm sure some people will absolutely love it. I think this ship is absolutely beautiful. I love the Vanduul ships. I think they're gorgeous. This is very much a Cylon Raider to me, and with the promise of it being a bit tougher. Obviously you don't have to just try and hit people with 1 wing, you've got both of them, and hopefully those weapon mounts may be a little bit more upgradable in the future, but we'll have to see. The shield and power plant, I'm not really sure what they're actually going to be in the persistent universe. They're going to keep on rebalancing this sort of ship. For people that actually want to trade their Scythes for Glaives, I would suggest you don't. The Scythe is going to be much rarer. There are a lot fewer Scythe owners. But for those people that want the effectively what a better ship is, because these ships, these Glaives, are the next level up there. They're a little bit of an upgrade on those Scythes. You can just put a CS ticket into customer support on the RSI website, and you will be able to trade up your Scythe for a Glaive. It's totally up to you whether you do that or not. And I do believe you also get the LTI on this ship if your original Scythe had LTI, because these ships were released with 24 months. It's a possibility that they might get retroactively get LTI as well, these Glaives, but that's a possibility. A little bit of glitching there, but let's jump in and see how she performs in Arena Commander. Oh, look at that HUD. Oh, so we are very much getting a bodged OS again. So I'm not sure if this is going to be based on the Vanduul actual software, the actual HUD. That's why it will glitch when I get shot. Now it's glitched in like that. But we'll have to see. As they were reproductions, I assume that the OS has been fully written for them, effectively. Let's see how we do. Oh, I love it. Do you want some bigger gun? Oh no, apparently you don't. So I can't hit with it. So this is probably one of the best handling ships I've ever used. Those plasma guns, I'm not feeling them. I'm not feeling them yet. I'm liking the glitching. I'm loving the little lasers. Pew, pew, pew. Feels very pew pew pew. And a big thank you to Scythe for allowing me to use his Vanduul Glaive, especially when my account is currently broken. Oh, no, no, no. Don't shoot me. I'm not a Vandal. I'm an Esperia ship. So I do like the fact these are reproductions as well. The HUD is a little glitchy at the moment. I'm not sure if that's just like my user.cfg or a feature, but it shouldn't be jumping around that much. Oh, look at that. Doesn't seem to do that much damage, those bigger guns. It's nice that they're all lined up though. Let's have a look. It's nice that those guns are kind of aligned to each other. That makes me a lot happier. The fact that the HUD on the left is glitching up and down is a bit weird. Let's use some of these missiles and see what they're like as well. Obviously the top speed is 240, which is great for a dogfighter. Some people that want to do racing will quite like that as well. This is much more a slalom ship though. I mean, if you wanted to do serious racing, you'd probably want to use the M50 or 350R, just because they've got the speed. 350R being like one of the best racers in the world. Possibly will be the best racer when the game's released. Oh, I destroyed him already, and I fired again because I'm an idiot boy. Are we getting it? These Vandal don't seem to be producing much heat. Yeah, so because of the maneuverability of this ship, it's really quite easy to get hits in. I don't feel that protected. I'm just gonna get hit a little bit. I don't feel that protected, like armor-wise or shield-wise. Although I think that's just like a psychosomatic. I'm probably very safe. It's probably just because I've killed so many Vandals. I press M to try and stay on this guy, because I keep on overshooting him. I'm a little bit used to slower ships now. Playing a lot of the Super Hornet recently, and that 240 speed is actually really nice. Come on. Come on, come here. The problem with being exactly the same speed as someone is that they can stay away from you if they want to. Oh, god damn it. I'm not used to these alien weapons. And that's one of the other things. That these weapons, I'd like to switch them out for human-based weapons. I'd be able to use them a lot better because obviously I've got experience with them and not these. Just on this guy for ages. But the ship is incredibly maneuverable. I've run out of boost. You don't seem to get the recharge on boost. I've also got infinite boost. It says 0. It's making the boost sound. I don't think you need to boost in this, but I haven't seemed to have any actual boost fuel on my HUD. But I don't think you need it. It's so maneuverable. I mean, I could probably strafe fight this guy. Actually, that's probably a better idea. I should be strafing with Q and E a lot more when I'm fighting with this ship, because I can. This is the sort of ship that I feel that has a high skill curve to it. Because it's so maneuverable, you can probably do some amazing maneuvers and stay out of enemy fire pretty well. I thought that planet was actually closer to me for some reason. I thought it was part of the space station. It's my peripheral vision there going a bit nuts. I didn't realise I'd actually lost one of my cannons. Must have done that earlier. Switch some more power to weapons so that we can fire that plasma cannon more. It's just that plasma cannon just doesn't feel like it does that much damage. Yeah, there we go. But those two little laser guns, I'm quite liking them. I'd much rather have like 2 mantises on the wings, I think, or Panther, probably Panther laser repeaters on this. I don't know, maybe ballistic. I wouldn't know. I do hope they will allow the merging of human technology, and I do hope that they will maybe de-glitch the HUD a little bit. Now, I like the fact the HUD glitches, but it makes sense on the side. But these, as I said, are reproductions. I think this ship's absolutely amazing. It's so maneuverable, and you're going to be able to get them in the verse. You're going to be able to rent them with Rec if you can complete Vanduul Swarm. It is worth doing Vanduul Swarm in a group, because the last wave is going to be pretty hard if you're not in a group with at least 2 other people. Really, you want to be in a group with 4 people in total. That really does help. And then 1 person aggro the Vanduul, and the others then engage, and then that person comes back around after he's aggroed them. That will just enable you to get quite a few more shots off on the Vanduul before they start dealing any form of damage to your guys. It's especially useful on wave 17 and 18, where the waves are a bit more difficult. I'm really liking that. Doesn't seem that I can chop people in half with the blades, but that will come later. Hopefully in the next major Arena Commander patch, because they've got the Scythe now, they've got the Glaive now. That's 3 blades that need to get working between those 2 ships. I suppose all they really need to do is just make them a lot more solid, the blades on the wings, so that they only really come off if you hit them in a certain place, and they don't get destroyed if they ram something at the moment. I mean, obviously they do require more balancing than that. But anyway, I've ranted on enough. I think you should try out the Glaive. Definitely try and get that Aggressor badge by completing Vanduul Swarm. So you've got to get to wave 18 and clear it. As long as you're in a group that does that, even if you're dead at the end, you'll still get that Aggressor badge and the ability to rent this ship out for 35,000 rep. And it's probably the most responsive manoeuvrable ship I've ever used. So there's definitely that. And 240 speed, that's nothing to be sniffed at. I haven't passed out in it yet, and I have been turning quite a lot. I suppose it's because of that lack of chargeable boost. But the ship's just so... it accelerates so fast. Just, what a ship, man, what a ship. Anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help me. I hope you want to try out the Vanduul Scythe and the Vanduul Glaive. Running them is a good laugh. They're beautiful ships. They are alien, effectively. They fly differently to anything else. They've got different weapons. And they kind of get you using different skills. Does it have an eject? No, it has no eject. It does have a self-destruct. And we will be self-destructing now. Oh. Stop. Appreciate the explosion. Everything's gone into lava. Wow. Well, that was a thing. What's happened to that dude's turret? Is that my glaive or theirs? See, that's one of the enemy elites. Flying a glaive, and you know if you fought them that they are tough as hell comparatively to the scythes. These scythes, I'm quite liking the damage states on some of these ships as well. That glaive there, looking majestic. Really firing ahead of a target as well. Not going to hit that super honored at all. Anyway, I've started commentating on the Vanduul. Let's not do that. You take care, guys, and I'll see you in the verse.